definitely an area I've looked at on the map for several years, and I've never gotten up here. I figured the best time would be early spring or fall because it's pretty thick up here. But it's been a late summer coming, but it's going to be pretty thick because it is still July. But anyway, I'm going to go up here. It's going to be steep. Should get a pretty good view if I get far enough. We'll see how it goes. But this is basically a forested mountain shelf in between two hiking trails, sandwiched between, I won't, I guess, say which ones they are. Some people get upset when I say where something is, but to my knowledge, no one has gone up here for the purpose of Sasquatch investigation or research. You can see there's a game trail here I found that I'm starting to take up. I have several waypoints on GPS laid out to give myself some idea of the direction I should be going. Very steep, most of it up here, and this would be the least steep route. So it really makes sense that animals would eventually favor this route than say something further this direction. And the other direction is a kind of a rocky cliff as well, so it's kind of wanted to add. I've tried to go up this, I believe it was last year in the spring, unsuccessfully. Somehow the GPS led me to where the wrong side of the cliff, so I was in some rocks, but I wasn't on top of the forested shelf. So anyway, this is not my first try to get up here. Let's go around this. Still further up. Haven't made that much progress. I mean, I'm going up, but that's about it. Not much else to report. This whole thing might be too steep even near the top for Sasquatch to bother with, at least bedding down or putting any significant landmarks or what have you. But we'll find out. It'll get a little less steep in the top though. So I'm further up yet. And luckily it has leveled out some. I feel like I should talk quieter. And so we'll start getting into the shelf area here. Not super big, I would say. It's less than a mile across. But anyway, I'm gonna break and eat a little something here. Since it's a bright day, there's very sunshiny. Doesn't look that foreboding here, but I've been further down there when it looked more foreboding. But anyway, I was going to say from here on out we'll be entering the heart of darkness, so to speak. No, the shelf kind of looks like a heart as well. A little bit. Pointed on one end with the peak on top. So, let's see how we go here. It does look pretty dense up there. Very good at being quiet in this type of terrain. Just lucky to be able to get through it at all. Let's see if I can find a way through. Turn this off for now. So what I think I'm going to do, since it's so thick. You know, I can walk right through it, but there are some kind of pines over here, and there's some over here as well. So I'll make my way, I think, over here. Sorry if this is shaky, but I'm just going to kind of keep this going for a little bit. These are kind of like leans, but they're going straight up. Those two. And this one, maybe they grew here, I don't know. It appears it didn't grow here. Unless it rotted away. I'm not going to dig in there to check. Well, that's the first potential sign I've seen up since I left the steep slope. There is some sign further down near the creek. And these kind of just laid up here. There's that and this one. I don't know, maybe they just fell down and arranged themselves like that. Not sure. I'll cut this for now. Well, here's something. Let's see what we got here. What sign there was is kind of leading this direction. At least I think. Let me come in. Got it blocked off. Let me come around here. And that is interesting. Some people might say it's natural, but I don't know, it looks a little bit much to me. Look at it closely. Look at all that right there. Intersection here. In my book, that has a good chance of being arranged that way. If we're just all coming down the slope, I don't think they'd all be coming up this way. Some of them might have grown there. I got an X right there. Just listening first for a second. That is interesting. Let's go over to this one here, see who grew there. They're all conveniently blocked off a little bit on this side too. You even got two trees kind of between that one that's up there just to kind of support it. You see? Anyway. I heard something. It could have grown here. See how That might be where it grew. It snapped, busted there. But, and somehow miraculously though, sandwiched itself between those very narrow trees, that little slot in there. I don't know. Let me double check here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It looks like it could have grown there. Let me put this back where I found it kind of. So it shouldn't disturb things, but anyway. Going to go a little further here since we found that. See what else is around. Well, some more leaves. That is interesting though. Totally looks arranged to me, but you can decide yourself. Definitely not a human production, or whatever you want to call it, creation. The only question is it all nature, or some of it intelligently arranged? The way, I mean, look at this, you have, and it looks intelligently arranged to me, but I guess it's, let's see, just curious, these two trees, if they're, see these two that are lined up on one another, if they're connected further down here. No, they are not connected, so they, right here, this one doesn't really have a, the one on top, it doesn't really have a root structure that I can see. Looks like it's at least been dragged a little bit to its current position. So I'm going to get a photo of this from this pretty good angle. Back a little bit. Unfortunately, the video is not quite as wide angle as the camera mode. But anyway, there you have that again. Let's see how tall the trees are. A little further here. Yeah, here we go. Last time I tried to come up this, I was on the other side of this lip. And for anybody in Utah, unfortunately, that kind of gives away where I'm at. At least it is familiar with the area. And then the other side will be the other hike with an equally scenic view. But it just drops, eventually drops straight off there. That is a pretty decent view. Still a little more snow than normal this year. Anyway.